Hi, Hola, Bonjour, and Salaam. Welcome to Blueprint Bazaar, your go-to hub for precision CAD design, mechanical engineering, and fully detailed machine assemblies. In this walkthrough, we're diving into one of the often overlooked yet critically important components of industrial machinery, the bearing cover of a plastic shredder machine. Though it might appear to be a simple protective piece, the bearing cover plays a vital role in ensuring the long-term functionality, safety, and durability of the entire shredding system. The plastic shredder operates by rotating a powerful shaft fitted with sharp blades that tear plastic waste into smaller, manageable pieces. This rotating shaft is supported by bearings that enable smooth and consistent motion while bearing the load of constant torque and stress. To safeguard these bearings, which are essential to the machine's movement, the bearing cover is installed as a protective enclosure. Its primary function is to shield the bearing from contaminants such as dust, shredded plastic particles, and moisture, all of which are common in an industrial shredding environment. Without this protection, the bearings could quickly wear out, seize up, or even fail completely due to contamination, friction, or corrosion. Constructed from durable sheet metal or cast aluminum, the bearing cover is typically custom-fit to the bearing housing and is bolted securely in place. In more advanced designs, it may include gaskets or rubber seals that create a tight barrier around the shaft opening, preventing even fine particles or lubricants from escaping or entering. The geometry of the bearing cover must be carefully considered to allow clearance for shaft rotation while still maintaining a close, protective fit. This makes the bearing cover an engineered component in its own right, balancing protection, accessibility, and thermal considerations. Another important function of the bearing cover is mechanical safety. In any high-speed rotating machinery, exposed bearings or shafts can be a hazard to nearby operators. The bearing cover acts as a physical shield, ensuring that no loose clothing, tools, or hands come into accidental contact with the moving shaft. This is especially important in industrial settings where workers are frequently in proximity to the machine during loading or maintenance procedures. The inclusion of bearing covers is often a requirement under mechanical safety standards and contributes significantly to compliance with workplace safety regulations. In addition to providing physical and environmental protection, the bearing cover also contributes to machine aesthetics and cleanliness. By enclosing the bearing assembly, it prevents lubricant leakage and gives the machine a clean, professional appearance. This is particularly beneficial when showcasing equipment for industrial exhibitions, client presentations, or product videos like those produced here at Blueprint Bazaar. A well-designed bearing cover can even include aesthetic features such as polished finishes, branded markings, or color coding that aligns with the rest of the machine's design. From a maintenance perspective, the bearing cover is designed for ease of removal and reinstallation. Technicians must be able to access the bearings for lubrication, inspection, or replacement, and so the bearing cover is usually attached using standardized bolts or quick-release fasteners. This allows routine checks without the need to dismantle surrounding components, reducing downtime and improving the serviceability of the shredder. In some designs, the bearing cover may include inspection windows or ports that allow technicians to check lubrication levels or bearing condition without full removal, offering both convenience and efficiency. Another subtle but crucial aspect of the bearing cover is thermal behavior. As the shaft rotates, friction in the bearings can generate heat. While the bearings themselves are lubricated, the bearing cover helps to manage this heat by acting as a barrier that maintains internal thermal consistency. Some bearing covers are designed with ventilation slots or fins to facilitate passive cooling. Others may be completely sealed for environments where dust or moisture poses a greater threat than heat. In either case, the cover plays an essential role in thermal regulation and bearing longevity. Beyond its functional advantages, the bearing cover also reflects the deeper philosophy behind thoughtful machine design, one that values not only performance, but also maintainability, safety, and long-term durability. In environments where machines run for extended hours under variable load conditions, even the smallest oversight can lead to downtime, costly repairs, or safety hazards. A well-crafted bearing cover embodies preventive engineering. It represents foresight. Precision in the design and installation of the bearing cover cannot be overstated. A misaligned cover can cause rubbing against the shaft, introduce vibration, or interfere with lubrication paths. At Blueprint Bazaar, we focus on getting every dimension and tolerance right in our CAD models to ensure that components like the bearing cover align perfectly with the rest of the machine's geometry. Whether you're building a small-scale plastic shredder for educational use or an industrial-grade recycling unit, incorporating a well-designed bearing cover is a mark of engineering excellence and long-term thinking. To sum it up, the bearing cover may seem like a simple add-on, but in the mechanical world, it is a protector of performance, safety, and system integrity. It guards one of the most vital parts of the shredder, the bearing, from threats that can compromise the machine's functionality. It ensures safe operation for users, reduces maintenance costs, and adds a refined touch to the overall assembly. That's why, here at Blueprint Bazaar, we emphasize every detail, from massive frames down to the humble but essential bearing cover. Stay tuned as we continue to break down the engineering magic behind machines that shape the future of manufacturing and sustainability. This is just one of the many components we'll be highlighting in our journey through the world of mechanical design. Thanks for being with us, only here at Blueprint Bazaar, where precision meets purpose.